the crawling hunger. The old house had been abandoned for decades, its windows shattered, and its wooden frame sagging like rotting flesh. No one in the town dared to enter it, save for Nathan, a skeptic who laughed at ghost stories. Determined to prove there was nothing there, he grabbed a flashlight and ventured inside. The stench hit him immediately, thick and rancid like spoiled meat. His steps creaked loudly on the moldy floorboards, each groan of the wood echoing through the empty rooms. He smirked, shaking his head at the silence. Nothing, until he heard it. A soft squelching, like something wet dragging itself across the floor. Nathan froze, his blood running cold. The sound grew louder, closer. He swung his flashlight wildly, the beam trembling in his shaking hand. There was nothing in front of him but the noise. It came from behind. He turned slowly, and there, emerging from the shadowed hallway, was a mass of glistening flesh. It had no eyes, no face, just a heap of raw, pulsating skin. Its form undulated and twitched, dragging itself forward with thick tendrils that stuck to the floor, leaving a trail of blood and bile. Nathan stepped back, bile rising in his throat. The thing moved faster, its hunger palpable in the air. It smelled like rot and death, like something ancient and ravenous. Desperate, he turned to flee, but his legs felt heavy, stuck. He looked down. His shoes were covered in a thick, viscous fluid, and to his horror, he saw his own skin beginning to melt. Flesh slid from his bones, sloughing off in chunks, revealing raw muscle and exposed nerves. He screamed, but it was swallowed by the thick, wet gurgle of the creature. It lunged at him, engulfing him in its putrid mass. As it did, his body convulsed, his skin dissolving like wax, absorbed into the grotesque heap. His last conscious thought was of the unimaginable pain, the way his bones splintered, the sensation of his organs being consumed one by one, until he was no more than a part of the thing itself. The house stood silent again, the only trace of Nathan, a few scattered teeth, and a smear of blood on the floor. Outside, the wind howled through the broken windows, carrying the faintest hint of something wet, something hungry. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe.